Before I start, I would like to introduce myself. I am Missie anak Chundau, IT officer from 𝐂𝐟𝐥𝐞𝐱. So today I am going to talk about mastering Moodle Quiz in your courses. So let me share my screen first. Yes, I have shared the screen. So do you see my slide there? All right. Oh, thank you for the feedback. So what is Moodle Quiz? Quiz is actually one of the assessment tools in Moodle that we can use to assess students in Elite. So I will start with Moodle has actually to setting up quiz. There actually has two ways. Which is first you need to start with the question bank. So what is question bank? Question bank is like a report to your quiz, where you can store, categorize, or manage your quiz independently. So why we use question bank? Like I just said earlier, you can categorize your question in the question bank. For example, like for quiz 1 is for midterm, so you can categorize it in a category whereby you can easily select midterm just for the quiz itself. So also you can randomize your question, where two set of students will not has the same question. So also you can upload your question using icon format or also GIF format. This I will show in the demo later on. So there is a diverse question type of to set up your quiz. I will show this using few question types in the demo later. One of it is the short answers, drag and drop, case study, or essay. So these are the advanced question type in drag and drop text syntax. So let me bring you to the setting up the question bank first. Share another screen. So do you see my screen, the dashboard of Elite? Yeah, I am in the dashboard of Elite now. So first I will go to one of my courses here, exploring Moodle tools using quiz. Question bank can be find in more question bank here. Okay, these are the set of question bank that I have tried before. So in order to create the question bank, you need to click on the 8 button here. Example, quiz 1. Or midterm, I use later. Save and display. So the system will redirect you to this page where you can see the question bank filter area, and also here create a new question where you actually can create a question. In this create new question, you will see many types of question. Okay, for example, I want to create so let us create a simple multiple choice question first. I have prepared set of simple tutorials for MCQ ratio engine. In the question text, where you can actually add your question, this is what student will see, which model. This is what the example. Choose to create or why the question status, there is actually two types, is ready or draft. Is ready means is ready to use during your quiz construction later on. So default mark will be 1 for this question. If you do not wish to change anything, just leave it to the default setting. So general feedback is where when you give feedback when students clicks on the answer. So ID number is the ID number of this question. So I just leave it blank. So one or multiple answers. So I choose one answer only. There is actually a multiple answer allowed also. So shuffle the choices means you can actually shuffle the choice number of choices of the answer, meaning once two set of students does not have exactly the same choices of answer. This will prevent them to actually easily copy from their friends. So number of choices, you can actually select number of choices is either ABC or capital letter ABC, number or Roman in Roman. Also, you can choose no numbering. So let's us construct the answer. So for choice number 1, type the answer in the choice 1 box provided. So, so just the grade, if it is not the correct answer, just leave the grade to none. And then feedback, this is the specific feedback for this particular answer. It will appear later if you put feedback to, after the student have answered the question. So I just leave it blank. So now the choice for group is quiz. So if this is the correct answer, we shall put the grade to 100%. So feedback can be something like hard. And the choice number 3 is choice. So just leave this blank. Leave it blank. But if you do have extra choices, you can always add blank for 3 more choices to give more answers option for students. Combined feedback is the overall combined feedback for every choices. Therefore, if the answer is correct, the correct response will show the answer is correct, and the incorrect will show the otherwise. So here you can also set multiple tries if you wish student to try more than once to answer the quiz or the question. I just leave it blank here because I don't want to put for multiple tries. And then this is text. Right. If you wish to do quiz for assessment, you shall put the text assessment, or else you can also put activity. Let's check and continue it. Before publishing, you can actually preview the quiz. This is how it looks like when student view the quiz. So this is for MCQ format type. So next is I want to show is so question one. Just see. So in the text is where you actually ask the student what the question should be. Question. Question status I set to ready, just leave it to default. In the default mark is 1. So if I want to put general feedback, I can put it in this section. So the response format must be in HTML editor, and this requires students to enter the text. So input box time, you can always set to whatever line you wish to use. So is this question allow attachment? If it no, then you set to no. If yes, just use whatever n number you wish to use, or unlimited. So I just put no. And there is a response template. Just leave it to blank. So this is how the question looks like when student open the quiz. Here you can also see a number of questions that you have done. The next, let's use Missie. Chundau, session one. The pension tax is the pension. Pension. Right. This would be two people. In shuffle, if I want to shuffle the answer, operation what is the so that operation that if you do wish to add extra answer, you can always press this blank for three more question. It always add another three answer option. Okay. So this is the default pivot pad. So I just leave it to default. Multiple try. If I wish student to answer more than one, I can always use this multiple try section. So you can actually preview this is so these are the questions that student will see. The student can select multiple choices from the answer you have provided just now. Yes. Try. Let's try get feel. Let's see. Set as question status to ready and leave the ID number blank. So in the gap fill type of question. So image question choose for the we need to put the answer in the bracket. Okay. Or if we do have more than one correct answer, we can always use this symbol or symbol. We call it the or symbol. For example, I have another correct answer is correct. Then close the bracket. This need to do the edges. Nine option. You can also use distractor to put another option for answer. For example, I put distractor assignment. Later, I use this bracket, and display answer is drag and drop. This I leave to default setting. Also combine feedback, leave to default setting. So student will be able to see the question in this format. For example, to manage question across your course, go to the what are the correct answer just now. So I put this. So a student can actually drag and drop the answer to the blank space provided here. Then the system will show the student the feedback, what are the correct answer. This is using the gap fill question type just now. Next is using, I want to show using close. Just copy paste the version. In close, right, you need to use the curly bracket for the answer option. If it's multiple choice, uh, the type of answer choice must be in capital letter. For example, this one is multiple choice. And then shuffle the question order, and then the short answer need to be in the capital letter also. So change. So this is the process now. So student will be able to fill in the blank. This is the multiple choices now. They are able to select the choices of answer from the question. That is let's try drag and drop image. Drop onto image. Okay. Take this. Of the this should be the default, and then the preview is where actually you put the image as a background. So let's choose select file. I choose this image. Upload this file. So the image will display here. And let's proceed to draggable items. Draggable item is where you put your answer option. So I want to drag the text into the image. So I select type is draggable text in group A. So what are the text that I want to drop into the image? For example, for draggable item 1, so what are the other types of draggable text I want to put? Croatian bank. Country. User override. So that just limit to 3 options. And the drop zone here, we need to clarify what are the draggable item in drop zone number 1. Drop zone number 1 refers to this image is here. So the drop zone number 1 is edit mode. Drop zone number 2 should back, and drop zone number 3 is user override. So I only have 3 options for draggable item. Therefore, I put 3 drop zone. And you see the answer option is here. So you can drag this answer option to their respective drop zone. So edit mode is in drop zone number 1. So put there. Position map is in drop zone number 2. Drop zone number 3 is user override. So here it will automatically the coordinate is based on what you have dropped to the each of these section just now. So let's save change and continue editing. Let us review the picture. Drag and drop image. So student will be able to see the image and also answer option. So that we will be able to drag and drop the answer to the respective section here. So that is for drag and drop image. Then let's try using ordering. So arrange the following. Mm, one equal order. So layout item, how do you want to lay out your ordering? Is it vertical or horizontal? I just use vertical. And then item selection type. Do you want to select all item, random subset of item, or contiguous subset of item? I just use select all items. Reading type is either you want to use option, but there is actually few grading type. Just leave it to default. So the draggable item. So what are the draggable item number one you want student to choose? One, one, pins. What are the next draggable item? One, one, two, three pins. Yeah. Next is if you wish to add more draggable item, you can always press the button add here. So I just wish to use 3 draggable item here. So I'm going to do editing. As preview, draggable item. The ordering style. So student will be able to track the item based on the sequence you have set in the setting. So what is the number one? World War One begin, World War Two begins in second sequence, or you can also use this up and down control button here to move the draggable item up and down.
Missie, we have question from Dr. Rima. I keep looking for midterm section, but I could not find it. I think we have to create the midterm, right?
You keep looking for midterm section, but you cannot find it.
We have to create the midterm.
Yeah, you have to create the question bank midterm. Is that what you mean, doctor?
I think that's what she meant.
Yeah, you have to create the add button here in order to create the question bank section. Yeah, for example, I use midterm here. So I click on the midterm in this midterm, there is a set of question that I already built in the midterm section question bank. Yeah. Hope that answer. Okay. So it's ordering just now, guys. It's okay. That means okay. Let us try using missing word question type. Yes. Some is what select. What select the single. Select. Verbs. Sentence. Read out box. So for the missing sentence, I just put jumps. This is the answer. Lazy. If we wish to put more answer to these words, ensure that to put bracket before before the words. For example, I use jumps or brackets. Jumps is inside the brackets. incorrect selection penalty is entered. I put it to default, and then the limit character I use breaker. Select change and continue. Let us preview how the question looks like. So student will see the question, so they are able to select which are the verbs. For example, I select jumps. So the selected word will be highlighted. So the answer is correct. Okay, next is what's left not discovered. And then this is the simplest true and false question type. True, false. Question, 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 and the quiz, the system. Is this true or false? So the correct answer is actually false. We need to actually manually read the essay question, although you are using quiz to answer the question. So for feedback for response true, true is meaning the answer option. True mean true is incorrect. So incorrect. Okay, so option was manually review. Graded. Instructor. Teacher. Suppose I leave it to blank because it is true option. So change into here. So student will be able to see the true and false option. So false. Right, so this false. If a student press true, this is what we filled just now. So the system will give feedback incorrect to the student. So that was this matrix question type. The statement. So I'll give it to default. Location status, import mark, and the scoring method. So in the response metric, I put in answer option. So option 1 is answers. Clicking the plus button here. So I leave it to option only. So student will be able to see the true false for each of the answer option. Whether it is true or false. So the system will automatically tell the student the correct answer.
Missy, there is one question here. I can't see the setting column. Maybe the role is set as student instead of teacher.
We can see the setting column. Oh yeah, in this course, the self registration is automatically set to the students. Let me change it to self-enjoyment. For assignment. So I have already changed the self-enroll to teacher. Scroll back to the function listing. So next we will try using short answer. This then this. So we the all this function stored. This to default. So for case sensitive, ensure to use no case is unimportant, else student need to key in exactly what in the answer sheet you provided. For example, if it use uppercase, student will need to input in uppercase as well. So in order to avoid this, just use no case is unimportant. So even though student answer in lowercase, the question, if the answer is correct, the question will give feedback the answer is correct. So here is question. Okay. So this is the correct answer. So we give it a grade of 100. If you wish to add a few more answer options, you can always use this blank for few more answer. So the should answer is version back. The answer is correct. Though the student input Q and B is in lower case. Okay, for numerical part of creation. By percentage rate score is if represent let's see of 10 points in Moodle Quiz. With this to default the answer option. If this is the correct answer, it should be 100. So student will be able to put in the numerical value of answer. So next is the select missing words. Missing. Goals. And for the missing word, we need to put double bracket for the answer option. Choose. Increase. Second answer. Please. So the choices for number one, what are the choices? This is the number one answer choices. Okay. Group A. Choices B. Number 0. Only 2 choices. Student will be able to see the answer choices that we have provided just now. So the system will give feedback on the correct answer. But if you do not wish student to see the feedback later on during the setting up of the quiz, you can disable the feedback option.
Okay, one more question. Is it possible to create a quiz or exam by default that marks 100% and every time wrong, deduct the marks based on how many we set?
Yes, it is possible. For example, here just now, right? It is set in the multiple tries. Penalty for each incorrect try, you can actually set it to how many percent you want to deduct the mark. If that is what your question is. Yeah. You can also give hint to the student in the hint box provided here. I think that is all the question. Let us set the quiz in the course page. So this is my course page, for example.
For short answer question, the student answer must exactly match the sample answer, right? Regardless the upper lower cases. One more question.
Yes, it is. It needs to match the sample answer regardless of the upper and lower cases. But you can actually set, for example, let me show this short answer question. This is the answer option that is provided. For example, I want to add another answer. Maybe the student add the in the first sentence the question bank. So this also can be considered as the correct answer, and it can be graded as a correct answer. So save change. Short answer does not. So let's say the student the question bank. Submit and finish. The answer is also considered as correct answer regardless of the answer, but we need to provide what are the correct answer in the answer option in the setting. Okay. Let's create our quiz. Turn on edit mode and section. Look for quiz. Yes. Yes. Here you can set your timing. For example, open the quiz start at today, 11:03, and then close the quiz maybe tomorrow. The time limit is the duration for the student to take the quiz. Though you set the quiz today till tomorrow, but once they started to attempt the quiz, the time limit will count from the time they started to take the quiz. For example, I put here minutes, maybe 30 minutes. So when time expires, this is crucial. Open attempts are submitted automatically, though the student, regardless if the student has already finished attempting the quiz or otherwise. Whatever the has attempt will be submitted automatically. So we set it to open attempts are submitted automatically. Here we can also put grade to the quiz. So what are the grade to pass to the quiz? And the layout for the quiz. For the new page, do you want to every question is in the new page? Also, if you don't want, say you want every 5 question in one page, so the next 5 question or the next question will be in the new page. So here you can set it in the layout section. So the question behavior, shuffle within question. Do you want the question to be shuffled so that two set of students will be able to receive the same set of question, a quiz question. So if it yes, the question will be shuffled. If it's no, the student will be see the set of the same question. Number one is the same screen question. How the question behave? Is it deferred feedback, immediate feedback? So I just leave it to deferred feedback. After they finish the question, only then they can see the feedback of each of the question. Is it wrong or incorrect or correct answer? If it's intermediate, once they click, they will see the feedback immediately. So next is review option. Okay, here you can actually set what student can view after attempting the quiz. For example, here, while the quiz is still open, student will be able to attempt, will be able to see whether correct or not, maximum marks, specific feedback, or general feedback. These are the options the student will be able to see if you set it to, if you enable this option. So let's just disable, except for the attempt. So immediate after the attempt as well, just disable, just let the student see the attempt right only. After the quiz is closed, whether or not you want to see, let the students see their correct answer, the maximum marks. So that if you don't want, just disable all the option here. Just let the students see the attempt they have made. This is I leave it to default. So self-exam browser. Self-exam browser, if you don't want student to see answer from other side, you can always turn on the self-exam browser. But student need to install self-exam browser in their devices. If you set this to yes, so I just use default. I know exploration item. You want student to enter with password before attempting the exam. Just let it to default. Overall feedback, if you wish to put feedback, so just leave it to default. Common modules, just leave it to default. This is a question. What is the advantage of using self-exam browser? The advantage is that student will, it's something like freezing the student browser, so that student won't be able to open another tab to see the answer, to look for the answer. So whenever student, it's like the lock browser. So whenever student try to access another tab in the Google.
Okay, Missie, I can answer this one. Hyrule. So basically, a safe exam browser, it locks down any other window that is open, or that it blocks the student from opening any other browser, any other window on the browser, except the window that is running the quiz. Yes, if you click on Save Exam Browser and select yes, the students will be notified to download the
Yes.
particular app. So there will be it says the Save Exam Browser download button. So if they have not yet downloaded the app and install it, they will be required to download it, install it before they are able to take the quiz. All right. So yeah, when you select yes, just use the
use
SED config.
client config. Yeah.
Can they install beforehand? No. Yes, I think they can, but they have to
Yes,
go to a separate website to download the Safe Exam browser. But but it's better to have them installed uh, as you are running the quiz. But what you can actually do is to have, and this is something that I like to recommend to our colleagues here, is to have like a pre-quiz to have all of these things installed and things like that. So kind of like a test quiz or a mock quiz for them to have all these things installed before you go into the main browser. Yes, with the exam browser, it's better to use a proper laptop and all that, because this is actually an app that is installed onto the laptop, and this is probably the approach. Yes, they only have to install it once onto the laptop.
Perhaps just a little bit add-ons regarding the Safe Exam browser to make links explanations. So if we use the Safe Exam browser, right, if the student have a dual monitor, for example, the desktop actually have a dual monitors, or the laptop actually connect to the external monitor, right? The Safe Exam browser refuse to run. So they need to actually disable and only have one display only. This is also one of the requirements to run the Safe Exam browsers. Yeah, so I do agree, like what McLean said just now. We need to actually have the trial quiz and ask the student to test their settings, because sometimes the students their software could issue, and sometimes they cannot access on the spot. And that is what I practice, like what McLean said just now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. La. Yeah. So this is kind of like the approach you can take in terms of like running your quiz and having a safe exam browser. Okay, thank you. I think it should be made known to the students that when it comes to a quiz, it's better to kind of like at least have a proper notebook or PC, or probably go to a lab to do it. Because running it on a mobile device, especially if you're doing your quiz on your handphone, it opens you up to so many. It's not just they can run the quiz, but in a very very in a very simple form. And if your quiz has like charts, images, or and things like that, running it on, or doing your quiz on a handphone may not be the best thing to do. So I would say beforehand you inform your students that if you want to take the quiz, it is best to at least have a notebook or on probably a tablet or iPad. But in some faculties, they actually set up a proper lab, a computer lab, for the students to come in and take the quiz with the Safe Exam browser installed on the PCs. So this is, to me, is actually a very responsible approach lah. It may not, Safe Exam browser may not run on a mobile OS. And it's not just that, but there are features on on 𝐿ib that may not render properly on handphone. That's to your answer, Hairul. Yeah.
Hi, maybe I can share our experience. I'm Sim from
Yes,
SPS.
yes.
I'm Sim from
Mhm.
SPSK. So we have tried to run this assessment in 𝐿ib using Safe Exam Browser as our end of posting exam and also our midterm lah. One of the issue with Safe Exam Browser is, yeah, we did it in the computer lab, but the problem is the computers, they don't allow you to install any program. So we need an admin password for that. So that is a little bit troublesome. So what I did last time was we had to set up the computer earlier, like about 30 minutes earlier, and we have to open all the computers and all of it, enter the admin password so we can install Safe Exam Browser into the computer, and then the student can use it. So that's fine. It's very good now. I think Safe Exam Browser should be, the role is to be used in this kind of computer lab, as what Mr. McGee has mentioned. No point if students do on their handphone and at home, or wherever they are, then they can easily use other device, and the Safe Exam Browser is supposed to block the usage of other devices. But but another issue is when the exam finishes and then the computer is being shut down. When the computer open again, Safe Exam Browser is gone again. The program is gone again. So we have to do it every time. I can't find any way around this. I've asked the IT about it, and they told me to try to enter the computer using the admin, but I don't know. So they whatever new program you install in the computer lab, they will automatically delete it the next time you open the computer again. So that is one issue. The Safe Exam Browser itself is quite big. It's 300 megs or something. So to install it, it will take roughly about 10 minutes. So that's another issue that can be settled, can be resolved, and just going to the computer lab earlier, and you can. It's not that difficult, but it's a very good program, Safe Exam Browser.
Thank you. Okay, there is support for Safe Exam Browser on the iOS operating system. So, but it runs as a very limited mode on the Apple products. But for Android, there is no app that can run Safe Exam Browser on an Android device. So that's why it is better that when it comes to quizzes, there should be a kind of like a controlled environment. I mean, depending on the severity of that particular quiz, that if it's kind of like a midterm, or is it a final semester quiz that you want to run online, then I would highly recommend having a computer lab set up where you can control and the students in terms of their devices and things like that, and you are sure that once they take the quiz, the Safe Exam Browser is initiated and run. So for this, but yes, once you run a Safe Exam Browser, it's actually a very good tool to aid you in managing your quiz, and at least reduce the possibility of them opening another window, things like that. All right.
Thank you, Mr. McLean.
Yeah. Any other questions? Keep them coming. This is very good discussion that we can have. But we will also look into assessments. At CPLEX, we are actually looking into the whole area of assessments and even exams. If we were to go online, what are the things that we require and need to set up and things like that, so that at least we can bring this up to management to have this proper discussion on how we want to do this. Yes, Samuel.
Yes.
They can use their mobile phone to do simple quizzes, MCQs like that without the Safe Exam Browser. That is still possible. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Let us continue to setting up the quiz.
Okay. This is another question for Muhammad Azhari. Yeah, it really comes down to that. When you want to run a midterm or an exam, it should be because our current guideline for peperiksaan dictates that it should be a controlled environment and all that. So these are some of the issues that need to be really spelled out, and especially when you go online, there are additional issues that you need to spell out and kind of like counter and all that. So yes, uh, if we can provide a control environment and you are able to assure that the integrity and the security of that particular exam is addressed, then these are then by all means these go ahead with online exams and assessments. So labs and computer rooms. I can give you an example. What Prayu uses is they have a computer room, and during the kind of like exams or online exam, they go down to the level of blocking internet access for that particular period, and they run safe exam browsers for the quiz. So essentially the lab becomes an intranet system. They run a safe exam browser, and the students have to come into the lab to sit down in front of the computer to take the quiz. So this is done for like high quizzes that for like probably the more higher exams and things like that. But I think for simple quizzes, it's okay. You can run them like you normally do. Okay. Thank you, Muhammad Azhari, for that question.
Okay, let us continue to setting up the quiz. So the completion condition. So just leave it to default. The requirement is students are required to attempt one quiz. And then receive a grade, and they are able to receive any grade, not just a passing grade. So, and this. Okay, to add question to the quiz from the question bank, look for add question button here. So question. There is a add button here. Just look for from question bank. Switch bank. Which bank do you want to pull out the question set of question? So just now is midterm. These are the quiz. These are the question that is in the midterm question bank. So I want to select all. Select this box Then add select question to the quiz. So you have it with all the question. So you can preview the question, start at that. So student will be able to see the question. Just now we set 5 questions in one page. Therefore, it's only display 5 questions in the one page. The next page will display another set of 5 questions till the end question. So you will also be able to see the duration set to take the exam or quiz. So let's go down. So for example, say if you have one scenario that requires a student needs to take extra time to take the quiz, what you do is you go to the quiz just now and then select more and override. This is for the case you want the specific student to have, let's say, extra time to take the quiz. So at user override, look for the user. For example, let me check my participant numbers. So I need extra time to take the quiz. Maybe I add normal student, maybe they have 30 minutes to finish the quiz. Maybe the student you want to add another extra time, like maybe 50 minutes to take the quiz. So save and enter another override. If you wish to insert another student, this one just be one student. So this student can take this quiz for 50 minutes, although his or her classmate take quiz for 30 minutes. So this is the use of the override user function. You can find it in the more and override here. And also, if you have a set of questions you want to upload, you don't want to key in manually one by one in the question set just now, you can always go to the question bank and select this question button with an arrow. Select import. Let's say I want to import the question in icon format. Bear in mind, icon format only accepted MCQ simple question only. Import question. So these are the questions that I have imported using the icon format. There's 5 questions. So you will be able to see it here. Let me show you the example how the icon format looks like. So this is the example of the icon format. The question should you should create a question in one line sentence. Is shown. And the answer set should be in uppercase letter. So I guess that is all for conducting your quiz. Yeah, I think that is all for the webinars. Please feel free to ask if you have any question.
All right, thank you, Miss Missy. I know it's very technical. I think it takes time for everyone to kind of like practice how to import and also use the question bank. Should you have any question, you may directly look for Missy. You can send her an email if you have any question regarding how to import the question to your 𝐿IP page. So I'm going to open for everyone if you have any question now for the next 5 minutes. And in the meantime, perhaps later on, my colleague will also share the QR attendance as well. Yeah, feel free to ask questions. Yes, please.
I'm from the FACA, so I joined halfway through the webinar. So I want to know how to get myself enrolled into this 𝐿IP, and also after the webinar, will I still be able to access this? Because I would like to know all these settings, so maybe I can have more time to understand.
Yeah, of course, we will keep this course open for you to access. If you want to go to the course, go to General and then look for 𝐶FLEX. And then look for the course title, Exploring Moodle Tools Quiz. And then enroll yourself as a teacher there. You will be able to see the quiz that I have set up just now.
Sorry, I couldn't catch it. Where is it? Go to?
Go to General 𝐶FLEX.
General.
I'll show you.
Wait, let me see the screen. Click on the dashboard, right?
Click on the dashboard and then course search.
Course search.
And then you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
𝐶FLEX. Okay. What's the title of the?
Exploring Moodle Tools.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah, Dr. Rima, we will share the recording link soon after we finish all the webinar.